What is going on, everybody? How is it going? And welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and for today, you will probably notice that the camera's okay, but my normal high-definition, high-resolution camcorder that I use, my 4K camcorder that I use for my video of me, for whatever reason is not transmitting anymore to my laptop. I have no idea why, and I don't have the time to to figure it out. So we're doing this off of a different camera, which is, it's considered high def, but still not, it's not the same quality. So the colors and stuff I'm not as big a fan on. It's not doing as well, but that's okay. The whole point here is not me. It is the Grand Arena Championships. Now, I've got 4 hours to do my battles. My opponent is Darth Pear. He is one of my guildmates. Great guy. We're going to go in and we're going to attack each other. He actually, I think, took his battles, so we're going to go and check in and see how he did in his battles. Let's go check them out. How's everybody out there doing? Numpty Nut 5 says, happy up, ball. There's Darth Pear. We're both in SL Shadowlands, and we're in the same one, Vanguard. And he's, if you look at his rating, you know, his old legacy rating was well over 1 mil. He's good. He's good at playing. He knows how to use all the counters and everything. And looks like he took his fight. And honestly, this is a really, really, really good score because, you know, there's ships and because I said some, you know, obviously some really tough defense. So it says, what's everyone's thoughts on the Conquest tune? More like the Conquest ship. Feels so meh and not Conquest worthy. I think I feel the same way. I knew it was a ship because it went, you know, ship, character, and then I believed them to be ship, but I thought it was actually going to be the Ravager, the capital ship. But I think they need more before they bring the Ravager into the game. So they're trying to bring other Sith or Inquisitors, however you say that, Inquisitorius. It's a fun word. Into the game. So I think they're trying to bring a few more ships to round that out so then they can bring that in. And we'll see if they do or not. Maybe they'll wait on that since it was leaked. But everything else in that leak has come to fruition. So I'm thinking March. So they're probably going to build some stuff up. Steve-O says, how's it going, Warrior? Haven't seen a live stream in a while. Hope all is well. Yeah, things are going great. You know, the reason why things are really slow on this front for me is my wife and I are extremely involved in what you would probably call marriage mentoring or marriage help or whatever. We help couples with marriage counseling on the side. We do events where we actually do public speaking for that, which is super fun. I enjoy doing the talks. We also teach a premarital course, which helps people before they get married learn some tools so they don't get unmarried. It's really fun. And then, you know, kind of working on writing a book and some other stuff. So it's a kind of a really super busy time seasonally, but I enjoy it. I love where I'm at with everything. But I do still enjoy the game. It's super fun. So looks like I said, looks like his score was really, really good for where we're at. Anything over 1650 is great. 1700 is phenomenal. That means you had luck on ships as well. So up top, I didn't set any GLs on top. I just wanted to set a really strong kind of secondary type teams. So I went with the GG Nuke team on the top. It did get a trip. A lot of times it does because a lot of people try to use their Night Sisters against this. And Night Sisters do work, but it's very difficult. Even if you have the right lead, it can go south, especially if GG crawls and stuns the one person you can't have them stun, which is old Daka, and that can happen. And he's Relic 8, so he's a solid GG. And then the Maul team is a great team just because if you underestimate it, it will destroy you, and if you overestimate it, you've wasted a team you should have saved. So it's a really tough balance team for people to know. Plus, there's so much countering. You're going to lose 5 points no matter what. You're going to get a 60, even if you're smoking this up, so that's one of them. The other thing is I put Django in this team. Django Fett in this team makes this team go from, good to great. So there's that as well. Numpty Nut says, your old YouTube vids were my guides when I first started. That's awesome. I'm excited to help out where I can. I know some of my old videos are still relevant. I know some of them I did when I was just recently, like a couple years ago when I did my Scissorman account. I did the Scissorman alt, and I went through all of the events, and I did them all pretty minimal, doing like gear 7 or 8 or whatever for those events. Some of those other events like, BB-8 or Chewy or things like that. And those ones are probably still really relevant because those events are still difficult, but it shows you what you can do at a minimalistic kind of level. I also put my Dash team in here with Vandor. This is a solid team. I love the youngs, young Lando, young Han, but it is a better team if you actually modify this and kind of combine these bottom two teams together. It just sucks because then you lose one defense that you can set. And then the BAM team is super fun. It's a standard BAM team, but you're taking out a couple, but you still have the Queel IG, IG-11 and BAM. And then I'm putting him in. He's really Territory Wars focused, so he's not as good in Grand Arena. So I put Old Man, Dad Bod, Boba on defense with Fennec Shand, and that really makes that team well. He did very well. He only tripped once on this front wall. And then he got real lucky. Even if you play ships perfectly, you still can trip, and he didn't. It looks like he had to kill all 5 to win, which is par for the course. But he killed the first, my bottom team really pretty easy, actually. So it looks like I only got 1 reinforcement in. It was the right reinforcement too, but he smoked that pretty good. So very well played team. And then in the top here, or in the bottom here, the front, I did set Maul Darth Revan. And the reason for that is my Darth Revan, currently I went in, I was moving tons of mods around, and I ended up having him only around 313 speed at lock. And that is, Imperial Troopers can just decimate this team. The Imperial Troopers can still beat this team, even with this, as long as, you have like Shore Trooper in there, because what Shore Trooper does is he kind of absorbs that first hit from Darth Revan, and then you can get your turn meter train going and you can kill. However, Darth Talon does bring up their speed and does bring up their damage output herself personally, plus she can give turn meter when you're trying to take out the lead. And then this team, if it's going to go south, you want to make sure you at least kill the leader, and then they're leaderless, and then you can go in and it's a pretty easy battle. But she does help kind of make Darth Maul better, if you will. But he single shot it, so he probably still used Imperial Troopers, and you can still Imperial Trooper it, but it's ugly. A lot of times you'll lose 1 or 2 troopers in the process, and the rest are damaged wise. So it's a good one. I did a couple GLs, Rey, and it's a standard Rey team. It's a really powerful standard Rey team. My offense on Rey is like 12K, and then I have R2-D2 in there, kind of as a secondary fake tank, if you will. And then, of course, some damage dealers, something to trip them up. So Numpty Nut says, you're close to a C unlock, which puts you at 7 million in 3 GLs. Tempted to slot in Star Killer at this point. What do you think? Worth it, or go to the next GL? Seeing as how pretty much basically every Star Killer character is now farmable, I would be passively working on getting those characters. All of them take their teams to the next level, so they're all great characters. I would say of all of them, Mara Jade's probably the best singular character, and she's going to benefit you in lots of ways. So, and she's also the one that's actually right now currently the hardest to get. But still, I would go for those 4 characters passively over time, and then when Star Killer is available, then I would take him and get him. At the same time, while you're farming those 4 characters, if there are other characters that you currently have that you could take 2 relics or whatever for another GL, the one that you're closest to, you could do that at the same time. It's kind of 2 birds, 1 stone, because these are farming for character shards, where the other one might be, doing gear from relic, from gear 12 to relics. So I would do that. Now he did single shot everything in here. The Maul team, the Lord Vader team, he single shot, and then he single shot my gas, which was good. Now he didn't single shot my Rey. He tripped a few times. That's awesome. I love when Rey gets holds. The other thing is the Lord Vader team is kind of an anti Jedi comp and kind of an anti Kylo comp. So JML and Kylo struggle with this comp, and this is why. 2 tanks makes it difficult. You got to work your way through it. And then Thrawn is there to fracture. If there is the Kylo team, he fractures the tank sits out, and the rest of the team can be destroyed, which is super important. And then Vader is there for ability blocks that cannot be resisted by Jedi, and he gets that Merciless Massacre because he's fast. I think I've got him around 285. And he uses those ability blocks, which kind of keeps them on a Jedi Master Luke team. It can go south because he can keep it at bay. And so it takes long enough to chew through this team with a couple tanks and those ability blocks and that fracture that basically Lord Vader gets to its second ultimate. And so a lot of times I see people trip up if they use the wrong team. So my suspicion is that he didn't use either one of those counters, but I did get a trip here. So he tripped twice. And then in the back, he did really, really well. And he single shot all these teams. And that's amazing because there is Starkiller in the back here who is equivalent in Grand Arena to a Galactic Legend, and he single shot that. And it's the one with Padme, so it makes it even, it's an epic score for a 2-trip. You're right. It's 100% amazing score. And then, of course, I have a Newt team. And my Dooku, I think, is around 325. He's not super fast, but he's definitely fast enough to kind of get the ability blocks rolling. And then my Mon Mothma team, real fast Mon Mothma team. Almost everyone, I think everyone's over 300 speed on this team except for Mon Mothma herself. So it's a really, really fast team. Master Kylo FX, what's up? You got Lord Vader before the lock, Relic 5. Wow, that's great. If he doesn't have his ultimate, though, he can definitely be ran over. That's going to be an uphill battle. Win or lose, I'm just going to have fun with you guys. Sometimes I do really well, and other times I crap the bed. In the last 6, so the last 2 rounds, the first round I was undefeated, did 3-0. The second round, I won my first battle. The second battle, I totally crapped the bed on my Lord Vader counter. Now, I was trying to use a specific Lord Vader counter that was probably not ideal, but I wanted to spread myself out to make sure it was against an in-Caw Patrol player. And then it went south. Lord Vader went south, and when it went south, I ended up taking in a different counter, which I thought could clean it up, and they were just turn metered, trained in a way that they just destroyed the team I took in. And then the third team I took in to clean that mess up, and they lost as well. And I was just like, you know what? 3 losses on a Lord Vader, I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm not even going to worry about it. And then I won my third battle. So out of the last 6, I've won 5 of the last 6. You can't win them all. I'm not the guy who feels like I have to be number 1 in the world. I just want to play for fun. So let's see. Massa says, I do the same team as you, but with crew instead of Storm. That's good. He's got the stun, which also helps in slowing down the opposing team. And then your SS Gear 12, that's why. Okay. And then Ewok Omni got me the win last time. Oh, wow, in Ewok. That's awesome. Had me chuckling for days. So, yeah. So let's look and see what he has set. I am positive he's set a very solid composition. He's got the MM team like me. He's got a very similar Dash team like me. He has a Newt Separatist team similar to mine. The first 2 are similar. The last 3 are a little different. And then he's got the exact same BAM team that I had. So that's those are all really solid teams. You have to know what to take in against them, or it can go south real quick. The top team, if you don't take in enough, you will lose, and you'll lose hard. I've done it. So it's one of those you got to really make sure you're making a good decision. Then down here, he went ahead and set a couple of GLs. He is an interesting character. When I looked at his history long term, sometimes he sets 2, sometimes he sets 3, and sometimes he sets 4. I'm thinking he really pays attention to his competitor to determine what he should be setting. I want to believe that he set just these 2 in the front, but I have to play like he has 2 in the back because he's done that before. And I had to leave myself enough offense in the tank to be able to do that. Now, this Thrawn team, or the Darth Revan team up top, same thing. It can be taken out by Imperial troopers, but it's ugly and it can go south. We can CLS that gas team, and that is not a problem. And then the Kylo is only a single tank, so there is we could try to do a non-GL counter for it, or we could just do the same to the same to make sure we win. My Kylo's a little faster, and he's only got 2 turn meter characters in there. I could do 2 or 3 and make sure that I win. It would be ugly doing a face-to-face battle, but it would be a guarantee win. That's kind of important. So, and then with Lord Vader, there's a bunch of ways to slice that. We could use Jedi Master Luke. This is not an anti-Jedi Master Luke team at all. This is a really easy one. So you could do Jedi Master Luke against it. You could do a Kylo. And if you did Kylo, you could do Kylo with, the Night Sisters to really slice through that. This is one of those Kylo Night Sister battles that you could very easily win because of the comp that he has on there. 2 tanks, and it's not that big a deal. There's nothing to negatively affect your tank. Or we could use Jedi Master Kenobi, but I have a feeling that he has Rey in the back, and that he has Jedi Master Kenobi. So I'd really like to either use C or Jedi Master Luke against Rey, and then Jedi Master Kenobi against Jedi Master Kenobi, probably, since he always sets his Jedi Master Kenobi with Cat. And I want to assume those 2 are in the back, which leaves me with basically Kylo, and then on the bottom, I could either do Kylo on either one of these, so I should probably think about Kylo, or I need to be doing Jedi Master Luke on one of these 2, because C's not going to win either one of these. So Jedi Master Luke on one of these 2, and Jedi Master Luke can beat both of these pretty handedly, but I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and do the Night Sisters combo versus Lord Vader, and then probably do Jedi Master Luke for the control piece against Kylo. And then we'll do CLS against the bottom and Imperial Troopers against the top, and see what he has in the back. He got a full clear, so the pressure is on for me, and he only lost 50 points, so he's done very well. Oh, man. If you're just now joining, welcome. We are going to do these battles, and let's do Kylo. The only part about putting in Watt is now I cannot do the C Watt on his Rey, and if his Rey is kind of a chintzy Rey, I could very easily C Watt that. And a lot of times he has over 12,000 offense as well. So there's a good chance that if I had C Watt and, but C's going to be worthless in this situation if I do this. The armor isn't enough for the team comp he normally sets. So we're going to see. And then also if he sets the team that I'm thinking he might set in the back, I might need my Night Sisters. And so this kind of ruins having Night Sisters as a possibility, especially because it takes away your zombie and DACA, and you absolutely have to have DACA lead against that nuke, the nuke team. So this is difficult. What's up, Imagix? That's my brother from the same mother. And this is a timeout risk, so you got to really move fast. It's all about swiping as much as you can, but you need to poke when you can poke. So, and hopefully this doesn't crash. I've heard about a few people having some issues with that. Myself personally, haven't done BlueStacks in a while, so I'm hoping that it's stable as stable gets. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put the health tech on DACA. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and poke. And then we're going to do Tank Tech onto Kylo. And we're going to go ahead and swipe on Royal Guard. And we'll just do a basic. Basic. And we're just going to cleanse himself. Kind of keep him around. And we're going to come over here. And he's a little bit of a turn meter train for the stunner. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, we got to get rid of the buffs. Keep cleaning himself off. Swipe on the stunned. We're going to go ahead and clean himself off. Here in a second, when I get to third ultimate, it goes a little bit better. Stun. Now I can go to ultimate. All right. Now the possibility of getting him back is unlikely, but we're going to keep trying. Okay, there we go. We got it. It's not bad. It does happen. And let's go ahead and go into ultimate. This is where we start taking out the team. He loses the ability to get those mastery stacks when all of them are gone. Go ahead and heal himself. Let's go ahead and stun. It's a pretty big hit. We want to be as swipey swiperson as much as we can. Probably could have poked there, but that's okay. Those are huge hits, by the way. Swipes just continue to build up his mastery, but the pokes are going to be the big hits. This should be big. And we want to get him before he goes into his next ultimate. It just makes it that much more difficult. Should be able to do it here with a basic. Oh, almost. And bam. Let's get one more turn in. Oh, he went into ultimate second time. This is where it can get south if yeah, I was hoping to get him before he went into his ultimate. Almost, man. And then he keeps healing. This is going to be here. Bop. Oh, man. And he's healed back up. I got to get more mastery. This could be a timeout. This is really bad. This is what happened the other day. This is what happened the other day. Come on and die already. Oh, third. I'm in trouble. That sucks. This is what happened the other day, and I just totally gave up because normalized easy counter, and then boom. That also sucks because the there is not a lot that can clean up a solo Lord Vader. And I had my stacks extremely high, and I got him down to the sliver red multiple times. I know he's got him modded right, but let's just take a look. Protection. Crit damage like he's supposed to. Protection. He's got him modded well. Let's see everything else. Yeah, 325. Looks about right. Yeah, everything is pretty normal. Should have done what I wanted to do. Now, my Imperial Troopers can go in and easily clean this up, but I need my Imperial Troopers. If you lose once, it goes downhill really, really fast. So if you guys got ideas on how to clean up Lord Vader without using Imperial Troopers, feel free to put them in the chat. I don't have MM, so if everyone's like, oh, MM is not an option. She was on defense if you looked. So this really, really sucks. Let's keep going. That's so annoying. Yep. Anybody want to throw in the chat what your guys' ideas are for the Lord Vader? Like I said, there's a couple, but the couple counters that I have, I need. So I don't have MM. Mon Mothma. Gotta bring him down quickly. Trying not to use. Let's just do basic. There we go. Now we need to go over to 5s. Big hit. Let's call Han. Shoot through him. Damn, he's tanky as all get out. Let's go up to Rex. Man, I really needed to kill Rex. That sucks. We're going to have to do this to get through him. Okay. Try and mollywop him before he goes into insane mode. Get some crit chance up.
We're certainly lucky that you're on.
Had to before he stood up. Take the big hit. All right, get back your health, everybody. So Bounty Hunters with Fennec works, but Frankie, I have to have that team for the. He's put out nothing but OP characters on offense or on defense. I have to have all those crazy good teams because of what I've left myself. So I absolutely have to have my Bounty Hunters for another team. If I use something A level on offense, you know, I'm not going to leave myself. Now I can try. Probably the cheapest I think I could do is a suggestion with Geos and DDK. That might or might not work. It can, but it's not guaranteed. Geos and DDK, there's a possibility. I can't believe I had him in the sliver. Like he had like 10,000 health left. We did that like 3 times, and he was able to get to a 3rd freaking ultimate. Just very frustrating, especially when I was doing 500,000 damage with my Kylo, and it didn't even phase him. So, yeah, let's do Imperial Troopers. This is going to be a butt clincher too. Imperial Troopers. This is a tough team. We're going to go. Those 2 guys are going to be out of commission. And then it's going to be these 3 that need to do all the work. And the reason for Shore Trooper is because they're going first for a fact. And then they're going to put out Shore and Veers. Also, there's possibility of some days going on. So this, like I said, with him, this is a very difficult battle. but I'm hoping some of the days doesn't land. All right, there's that. We're going to go ahead and play this slowly. We're going to put this on this guy. Hate that he's got to go, but we took the hit. Okay, let's move over to whoever gives themselves the opportunity to be hit. And then we need to get our stacks over 10. We're just going to do a single damage hit. Wish they weren't hiding. Our stacks aren't high enough, but we're going to go ahead and try. Come on, hit him again, kill him. Oh, I was hoping for the win. Let's get him here. Okay, now we can go to Basti. You got to do it before she takes that massive turn, which was my fear, but there we go. Okay, that was okay. We lost a point. All right. That Lord Vader battle just really gets under my skin. Okay. Should have done Kylo versus Kylo. It's ugly, but it's a guaranteed win. All right, let's do that. I mean, I have the characters to not use a GL, but I cannot afford 2 trips. It's not a double tank, but I do not know if my, let's see where. Yeah, 271, poop. I'd like to save some of them. Maybe. Normally I'd use Barris here because of the damage output potential with red. Kind of need a little bit more firepower. I just don't want a bunch of wimps that die easily. All right. And you guys, all of you are being really quiet right now. Feel free to chat in the chat. I am paying attention to it. All right. So what we need is an ability block. And the only character I needed it on, I did not get. We're going to go ahead and try and get him out of there. Some good buffs. Spread. Knew he was going to do that. It's okay. It's fine. Put some offense up. Increase cooldowns. we go. Let Hermit Yoda do all the damage. Actually, Foresight. There we go. Whiff. Oh, I was going to hope that didn't kill him and get my point back, but that's okay. That'll work. Okay, so my plan worked flawlessly on the bottom two. My imps did what they needed to do. My rebels did what they needed to do. Jedi Master Luke could have killed either one of these. I feel like I made the wrong decision. I should have done my Jedi Master Luke on the top and Kylo versus Kylo. Oh, it's ugly. I'm wondering, I doubt, but I'm wondering if a full First Order team could kill that Lord Vader in yellow. I don't think so. All right, I'm thinking, I mean, I hate to do that, but if it doesn't work, I'm in real trouble. Because they attack so much, he's going to get to his ultimate lightning fast. And so, I mean, I have got to really play this one possible. And actually, boy, this makes me nervous. This is not a guarantee win. Not with 325,000 Lord Vader, who still has about 200,000 health. This is a lot of damage to be done by a few characters. Sir Loki used Poggle lead. Yeah, the increase in offense. That was a smart idea. I wish I would have read that before I went in, because you're right. The Poggle lead probably would have been. All right. Yeah, I know. I didn't think. Let's go ahead and roll. We gotta buff and debuff as much as possible. Let's do the cleanse. Let's wait one more turn for that. We've got him ability block. Let's add blind. All right. That was a little easier than I was leading on to myself to believe. DDK didn't even be needed. He wasn't even needed. Luckily, it was under 50%. You're right, though. Poggle lead for the offense would have been a better option. Yeah, his health was low. I almost won. So what's up, Sir Loki? How you doing, brother? So what happened was I took in Kylo, the Kylo cheese team. And, the Kylo cheese team with this composition works great. I had him so ramped up, and he took an almost kill shot 3 separate times. No, thank you. Let me get this energy before I forget about it. And I honestly can't believe that Kylo wasn't able to do the damage needed to take him out. That's the second time I've tripped. And last time that I actually lost my battle, because out of the last 6, I've won 5 of 6. But my battle I lost was all because of Lord Vader, and it went like that. And it really frustrated me. Where I was just like, you know what? I can take a loss. I don't even care. I don't even want to play anymore. Yeah, Chirpa lead Geo's work. Okay. Did I say that he was going to have some GLs in the back, or did I say he was going to have some GLs in the back? I was right. He went ahead and did Grandmaster, Jedi Master Kenobi in the back, so I kind of expected that. And that he used that bottom comp, which is a great comp. Let's see if he put the Ami on her. Dang it. I want to see. I did. I have the Ami. I don't think he did the Ami. The Omicron. It'd be interesting to take in a mirror match on that. I don't want to do that, though. I think that would be terrible, actually. I do want to know who to take my Iden Verso against, because I do have her, her Omicron. So I'd be pretty excited about her lead, and she's, I think, 3 stars or whatever, but I have all the secondary individuals. So let's go ahead and get tough battles out of the way. Work our way down. Galactic Republic. Cat. Cam. Cool. All right. Padme makes this a phenomenal team as well. But I've got General Kenobi, so I'm going to use him. And, yeah. So the goal with this is going to be to get her cat out, because once the cat's out, then it's not a big deal. So we're going to go over to cat. Get rid of benefits from him. There's the kill. We're going to swap with JMK. And we'll go ahead and come over here. And yeah, we can armor shred you. Whiff, whiff, whiff. Just a basic is fine. Basic is fine. All right. I gotta do this before he pops. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Come on, cat. Take a turn. All right. Goodbye. You've made him upset. There's the first death. Oh, man. So close. I was hoping. I was hoping that was a death. I tell you what, so much damage is done. There we go. That was crazy. Almost took him out. We need another ultimate. We just need to go all in on General Kenobi now. I don't like that excellent damage. And something just popped up on my screen. I don't know what the hell it is. It's blocking my view. Damn it, that was annoying. It's my computer. Popped some, like, reset thing up while I was in the middle of doing it. Nope, no, 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 don't do that. Take that foresight off. Oh, I missed. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop early. And so we don't time out. He doesn't put immunity on himself, so go after him. Don't worry about the tank. He also does all the damage and stuff, so we don't want him to get into his next ultimate. Here we go. And the tank's easy. You lose 3 points guaranteed by doing it this way, but it's like a safe bet. You don't have to do it that way, but... And Padme would have created more durability in that team, just for the record. All right, so no Ami, so that's a good but not great team down there. That is going to be a fast team with high offense and lots of evasion. 320, but there's no BB-8, so that is good. 320 is their current fastest. Let's make sure. He's not hitting our 340 threshold, so that's good. He's in my guild, so I'm calling him out. Should have some higher speed thresholds maintained. Not that I'm one to you know, I failed on mine too. So it looks like the toughest team is going to be this top team up here. And I think we're going to do this. It looks like that's the one that you want to not trip up on. They're going to take a lot of turns. That's going to get Sith to his Eternal C to his ultimate pretty quickly. There's an auto taunt. I don't see any ability blocks for the armor that would be a problem. So this should be more than sufficient. Should is the key word. Ube AJ, hey Warrior, hope you're well, man. What's going on? Glad to see you here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and link. And we're going to link the leader for now. And we're not going to get greedy. What we're going to do is we're going to take the 2 stacks. Because the birds will probably kill her. So we're going to put those 2 stacks on just to ensure livelihood. And let's go ahead and do this to ensure he's taunting for everybody else. Yep, everything's going well. Busy with real life, but that's a good thing. Keep taking your turns. Yep, she died just like I thought she would. Keep taking your turns. Okay, no taunt. I just saw the taunt fall. Oh, I can't link quite yet. That sucks. I was hoping to relink right before that. Oh, man. Let's do it. And simply because we want to shed some of those debuffs. All right, there we go. She's a problem in the back. Faux show. She'll be the next linked bastard. So much damage. Oh, come on. Hurry up, let me take my turn. Okay. Goodbye. We're going to get rid of him first. And now we can link. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Okay, good. We got Link. This will reduce the amount of damage output and help me revive some of that and drop debuffs. And we're going to go after this bad boy. We're okay. We're all right. Die. She's actually the bigger problem. All that extra offense that she's doing. That's such a good team. It's so... I'm glad I had a GL for it to make it easy. Easier. That almost went sideways. Yeah, she does. She hits like a truck. So that top team, easy team for Geos to beat. I wish I had my Geonosians right now. With Sunfac, you can change up your turn order as needed to get Nest out of there, and then the rest of them are just sitting ducks. Little ability block here and there, little speed up on their team, but not too bad. We have 5 teams, and we've tripped once. I want the other trip to be on ships if I trip at all. So I really need to single shot all this stuff. You know, that's, don't want to take too much, but I've got Aiden. Who should I take Aiden against? I've never used Aiden in Grand Arena in my life, ever, but I have her, and I want to use her. I just don't know what Aiden can do yet, and I want to win too, so I don't want to trip. I'm thinking we're going to do this. We're going to do Mon Mothma, and we'll do Aiden versus Mon Mothma. I mean, that was the original, like, thought, right? Was this team like against Mon Mothma? And that still leaves him for someone else, for something else. This could be a huge mistake right here, but let's try it. I've never seen her in action with an Omicron. I've never even used her. AoE, inflict vulnerable, dispel debuffs, inflict healing immunity, and stun. Oh my god. Turn meter up. Increase. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Herbiger. I don't think he has the Zeta on her. Let's use this. What's this? That was... All right. I like that. Wow. The amount of, like, offense on that was pretty nice. Almost feel like I wasted that initial salvo on the wrong person. But Kyle Katarn, you know, he speeds up the whole team. So as soon as he goes, that team starts. And once that team starts, we're in trouble. So that was good. Okay. Pretty neat. Let's see. Dash team has revive, every debuff under the sun, and a auto-taunting tank that's annoying. Let's see where he's at. Dash Rendar. Woo, 343, 363. 363. Now, if I wish I had my Emperor Palpatine, that would be good. That'd be pretty neat. But, you know, I have a faster team. I've got my bounty hunters, so I can outspeed that with my bounty hunters, and that might be a need. But the top one with Nest is bothering me because bounty hunters can just insta-shot her. 72's not amazing. Tenacity's super low. Okay, so I have the team for that. I really think this is probably the next worst case scenario. I have Zams on me now. Whoop, whoop. And, man, I almost have a whole nother team right there. Look at that. But for the sake of control, by the way, not going to spoil anything, but wouldn't that be nice if we got a Cad Bane rework? Cad Bane. By the way, I like sharp teeth. I'm just saying. If you know what I'm saying, don't say what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying. The sharp teeth were a pretty neat ad. Like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. All right. Well, what I lock in at, I know I'm at 345 now, but what did I lock in at? Oh, 345. That is a fast Bosk. He gets 365, plus he gets Zams. This is going to be really, really fast. Yeah. Man, I am faster than him without Zam. I could almost save Zam for the other team and go molly-whopping on some other fool, but this is way overkill, but okay. I just want to win. It'll ultimately come down to ships. If I one-shot my ships, I win. If I don't one-shot my ships, I lose, basically, is how that works. Let's get our Frenzy up so we get extra turns. Let's go ahead and debuff and mass assist. Come over here and let's go ahead and hit him. I don't want him to take a turn now. And then let's go ahead and call in Grief because he does that second shot. Blah. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and throw some debuffs and come on, get to the ultimate. Why have you not gotten there? We're gonna come back over here. We're gonna go ahead and ability block. And then now let's go ahead and get rid of, oh wait, oh that was Vandor. Yeah, cool, that was the right one. I should not have frenzied there for the record. That was a misplay on my part. You don't. Let's kill him. And then he likes his friend Han, so let's take care of him. And I saved my heal for a reason, and this is why I saved my heal. Let's hope I don't kill him. Oh, damn it. 90,000 on a special. I was going to use my heal there and revive and get all my points back, but whatever. Tilo Mad says he hates that ships play such a big part. I totally agree. Ships is stupid. Absolutely stupid. Let's see. 340 is our goal. Let's see where he's at. 296. Man, that is not good. That's good for me, though. And 285. So they're low. That's good. That's an easier team. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use Jedi on that, but I got to figure out what to use on, let's see where this, 291. And look at those trash mods, and they're 291, which means they're not trash. They just, who has a white mod though? Who doesn't spend the credits? Darth Pear, what are you doing, buddy? Why do you have a white mod? That shouldn't exist at our level. So the biggest threat down here, in my opinion, is obviously the Rey, because it's fast and there's a bunch of offense and debuffs and all that kind of crap. Let's see what we have. So I have Jedi, and I was thinking of doing Jedi up top. Oh, I have the Triumvirate. Shoot, I have the Triumvirate. That's pretty dope. I have First Order. Triumvirate. So we're going to Triumvirate one of these teams. We can, oh, do I have my, oh my goodness, I have Bad Batch. I forgot about Bad Batch. What am I doing? Bad Batch would decimate that team, decimate the top team. Bad Batch might be able to decimate the Rey team. No BB-8. I think that's the route I want to go. Bad Batch. Yeah. Oops. I haven't stole from him, have I? Let me look. 340. Yeah, that's minimal, but that should be enough to do the trick. All right. Let's do this, Bad Batch. I like Bad Batch. They're great. They're a really, really solid addition. They're for cleaning up this kind of team. You know what I mean? So we're going to come over here. Jaboop. I like the days. Go over here. I like the stun. Oh, and an AoE stun too. Let's go ahead and try to put you back into that mode. We're going to go ahead and hit everyone. I should be doing my stacks, but it's okay. We're going to go ahead and do this. Oh, yeah. Melt, melt, and melt. It was a good team. Okay. So do I take Triumvirate against this or the top team? I'm actually thinking Triumvirate would be better for the top team, and this is why. You can annihilate Nest if she becomes problematic. DDK can be annihilated. Wampa can be annihilated. Like, I think that's just the better route. What do you guys think? I'm thinking that, which would leave me with Jedi here. And I have a phenomenal Jedi team. So I'm thinking that's what I should do, is Triumvirate up top. Also, Wampa takes time to ramp. Nest ramps over time. DDK could be problematic if I don't get the increase. But I'm thinking triumvirate for this. I probably could also do first order. I think I have enough first order in the tank. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I have like all my first order. I think first order would be destructive, but I think that we'll use Sith just because I don't want it to get stuck on Nest or something. So we would do her, him. He assists on crits, although we're not going to get a bunch of those from this team. Who else can we hit? Let's see. He's super durable. Put a lot of offense on that team. I wish I had my other tank. Yeah, the Hux lead first order on Iden would work well, but I also have my Jedi. Sir Loki. I don't even know if I need triumvirate, but I have more in the tank than I need, which was good. I'm really upset that I tripped on his Lord Vader. That Lord Vader's annoying. Like I said, I should have done a guaranteed one hit versus him using Jedi Master Luke, and then I should have just taken the poor mirror match. DDK's rolled up. Please get the cooldown increase. No, I did not. That's not good. Don't die. We'll dispel. We needed the dispel. All the countering is nice. I don't want to speed them up quite yet. Isolate. Who has a buff? It's a lockable buff, so it won't matter. I'm surprised that hit from DDK didn't kill. Although I'm kind of stun locked, which really sucks. All these guys counter, that's the thing. But I need to get him before he goes into Super Saiyan mode. There we go. Big hit. There we go. I need to start doing the payouts. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. He could have easily just... That's all right. Here we go. We'll take out Nest next. Get rid of all that. Yeah, he's hitting hard now that he's got all that payout. That's okay. We'll take her out. This is kind of ugly. We'll taunt my reviver, so it's all good. Gotta kill you twice. You're both stealth, so thank you for that. I think Jedi would have been a much better choice on this. Would have been way cleaner, a lot more points. Kind of my fault. That's okay. The Hux lead first order probably would have been the better. Let's do this. Get rid of this. He's going to be so fast. And I like watching her destroy someone with sabers. That was a small hit, too. Yeah, I should have taken Jedi into this and then Hux into the other one and just not used my Triumvirate. In fact, I find myself using Triumvirate and getting low points every time because they win, but at what cost? You know, you're always losing your characters. So at least everything's single shot here. And single shot in the back. First Order can do this, but I am going to go ahead and do Jedi since I have Jedi. Kind of have a lot in the tank left. This should be a cakewalk without the Omicron. We shall see. Let's go ahead and cleanse everybody. Killer. And then let's stun. Let's come over here. You're a turn meter train. I don't like that. Get some protection back. Spin you up. Boy, that's some wicked damage right there. Yeah, kill yourself. Take away some turn meter. Revan's taking all the hit. You can tell that they're totally going after Revan. Let's try for the stun. He's not at 100% anyway. Not going to get the protection back, it doesn't look like. I just wanted to get him to health. Oh, 42,000. Jeez. 4 points. All comes down to ships. I go into ships ahead. But he one-shot both of my ships. If I don't one-shot his ships, I could lose, and I have to one-shot a bounty hunter team. So dumb. All comes down to ships. It would be nice if it didn't just come down to ships. You can use the old school. You can use Sunfac in here. I'm going to save Sunfac. It all depends on the opening. There's a 30% chance you're going to lose guaranteed and about a 70% chance you can win on a first shot if played right. All right. Let's see who they target after I do my special. Do it on Boba Fett because when you do it on the tank, Bosk's tank, Houndstooth, because when you do that, you don't feed the rest of the team turn meter. This is a little bit of switching up. So actually do the second. Always do the second. And you can target either the tank or you can target someone else. We're going to come over here now, and we're going to go ahead and drop some bombs. There's going to be a cleanse coming up, so it's not as important, but I can target whoever with this, which will take some of the death out, or some of the protection down. That's not good. Okay, that's better. There is breach on the field. We don't want breach on the field, actually, so that's really bad. So because there's breach on the field, then we need to bring in spy. If there wasn't breach on the field, we would bring in our Old Republic ship. We're going to mark one of the other two. And we did get this. This is where they like to dodge everything. And we'll just do a basic. Good chance down, stun. That's okay. We'll regenerate one in a minute. We're going to come back over here. We're going to take just a little pop shot. And we're going to go ahead and try and do offense down, getting another ship. We'll do a basic. I'm one away still. We'll just do a basic. Basic. There's the cleanse. Do basic. We'll put up some foresight. We're 2 away. Oh man. Let's go ahead and that's a long ways away. We're gonna come back over here, take another pop shot. We're a lot further away than I thought. Use this basic, that's not good. There is no breach on the field. So we're going to bring him out, which means it's gonna dispel because of no breach. And then we can come over here and we can go ahead and get rid of that. He's dead one time. Let's see if we can get, almost got the bombs on him. There we go. Bombs will go. We'll refresh. And let's go ahead and ride the purple lightning. Okay. Really, really, really important that we kill him first. Really important that we then kill him next. I know everyone wants to go after Houndstooth, but it is important that you get these peripheral ships. Houndstooth is really easy to kill as soon as the other ships are dead. And then it's all by his lonesome. There's no breach on the field, so that's good. We're just going to start working him down. And we'll go ahead and bring another ship out. Target lock only. We need bombs. Hurry, bombs away. There we go. Single shot, not a big deal. Had to go through all 5 of his. I'm ahead. I've only tripped once. He tripped twice. But he single shot my Galactic Republic, and this is a very difficult team to kill. The counter for it is First Order. The problem with First Order is Special Forces. This is just such a difficult counter to be consistent. This is almost a worse consistent. So Warrior, why is it important to do the cleanse instead of the AoE in that first match? You mean at the very beginning to do the middle? Because it changes turn order, and it's important that you change turn order so you're able to do some pop shots. And if somebody needs cleansed, you cleanse them. And if somebody doesn't need cleansed, then it still affects the turn order. So it's just important that way. A lot of people get stuck with doing the third. They bring out another ship. It does some offense down, but it also puts XP into stealth so that the AoE hits everyone, hits XP, or hits the other ships, and then XP goes into stealth. And you want to try to keep XP out of stealth if possible is really the best answer for that. But you can also change turn order by doing middle instead of the pop shot. And you cleanse, and most of the time you have a ship that you need to cleanse anyway. But if not, you can get additional stacks, which make them hit harder. So here. So it comes down to this. If I win this, either through a single or double shot, I'll probably win the war. I can single or double shot it. If I lose this more than twice, I lose the war. And if it's a really ugly 2 times, then it'll be a really ugly one. The tank, which everybody likes to go after, is not the problem in this, although the burning doesn't help because it is bad. The secret is trying to get trying to really put out a commission Anakin. So you've got to really focus him down, and then when you get an opportunity when he comes out to kill him. The problem is there's normally multiple tanks, and you have to dispel strategically. If your dispels aren't perfect, you will lose every time. Now, I have my rebels to clean it up. As long as I get the tank out of here, rebels should be able to clean it up. And with a really clean rebel cleanup, I might be able to win the war. We'll see. win or lose, it was a good battle against Darth Pear, who's a cohort of mine. We're going to go ahead and do this. We don't want him getting all that bonus turn meter. And if you look, it does 75% less damage for out-of-turn attacks and can't gain bonus turn meter. And that's important. We're also going to then stun him. And we're going to... this is the call to assist. No, this is the call to assist, yeah. And we're going to stun him. Didn't stun, that really sucks. We're going to go ahead and try and swap turns. We'll try another stun. We'll just do some damage to everybody. That wasn't much damage at all. I don't want to put him into stealth, and he's going to get that buff again. So I'm going to do the third on himself, give everybody turn meter. And this is not going to kill him, but I really need to take this tank out. So we're going to try to do some damage. And we're going to do... He's going to do an AoE, and it's going to kill whoever he does. I really, really, really don't... I need his offense up. But I need to protect my team. So we're also going to do big hit, even though there's no target lock. There's going to be another tank that comes in. This is why dispelling was important not to do. We're going to go ahead and swap. He has more than 50% turn meter. This should kill him or stun him or both. Now that the tank's out, my cleanup is going to be a lot easier if it fails. I have to do this because he's taunting. There's the dispel. My tank can't taunt now. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop that. Come over here. And we're going to try and stun. And he came out. He's in stealth for 2 turns now. That's fine. And he's taunting again. Let's go ahead and... That was the wrong move. I did not mean to do that. Well, he's almost dead. Let's take another big hit. Let's go ahead and swap again. Oh, we can't because he's dazed. Fudge nuggles. Let's do this. Ability block. He's not another tank. Ugh. That sucks. Pretty much without him, this is unwinnable. That was the move I needed. Tank did a poor job of keeping my guy alive. I'm gonna chew through this stupid 5s. Big hit, please, big hit. Oh, that was wimpy big hit. Be nice if bombs came now, so I didn't start the next battle with bombs. Just try and take protection off everybody. There comes bombs. Can I survive them long enough to hit Annie one more time? Come on. If I could bring in an assistant. If I could survive long enough to bring in one more. No. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. He's dazed. Oh my gosh. That sucks. I just wanted Annie out of there. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? All right, that sucks. All right, so the next battle I have to win this insanely clean. And they have an AoE coming up. If they AoE my important ships, it'll be game over. So I don't want to, but I think I need to do a double tank to make sure Han stays alive long enough. I don't need all that, but because if they AoE, it's going to be lights out for me. I think that was the next move. Bombs were wasted. Please don't have the AoE ready to go. This is an insanely easy cleanup if the AoE doesn't start first. And that's the AoE. That was exactly what I was afraid of. I'm dazed already. Come on. Stop. Seriously? Squiggle. I have to. Sucks. Come on. I want that buff to fall off. Okay. The buff has fallen off. There we go. She becomes high priority. The counter chances. Kill. I got to get rid of this turn meter train. Come on. There's the triple mollywop. Don't kill him. There we go. Get rid of that Valor. I've got to worry about this stupid tank. Here comes bombs again. Survive the bombs. This is so ugly. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. I'm glad I went double tank. Well, this is it. Let's see. I got a double. I did 2 trips. He did 2 trips. Let's see who wins the war. We each trip twice. 1652, 1656. Wow, Darth Pear. Good job. 4 points. Won by 4 points. And that was even with me making the dumb mistake of not just doing Jedi Master Luke on Lord Vader and a Kylo match. I should have done Kylo versus Kylo. I could have outsped, and Jedi Master Luke would have been a really high, 70 points minimum on that Lord Vader instead of losing and tripping. He almost baited me with that, but that is a really, really close war with a cohort of mine. Luckily, there was a few teams that I was able to outspeed. I am going to do story time, but I also want to just kind of show you where I'm at with development of everything. A lot of times people want to know kind of where we're at, what we're doing. I hate the red dots. Wish they'd get rid of these red dots. Guess it serves a purpose, right? It lets me know I need to come in here and click on stuff. What's in here? Oh, I've done those. Military might assault battles are super fun. I'm glad they're simmable now, though, to save time. And most people saw, but Monday at noon, we have a new conquest. Well, Monday noon my time, we have a new conquest. So pretty excited about that. The ship remains to be seen. Let's go ahead and come in here and check out what I'm working on. So the reason why Count Dooku and Mara Jade and Tech are in here is for their mods. Trying to basically focus on those 3 mods. So I'm slicing them to 6E, and then and then I'm taking them from 6E to 6A. Well, not all of them, but I'm going to eventually slice all of them until I have them all max in the speed realm. So Dooku, my goal for him is in line with my team, and that is 340, and I have him at 325. So I need about 3 more slices positive, which I have 2 that aren't even in 6E. So that's going to help. And then Mara Jade is easy to get fast. I don't even have that good of mods on her, and she's at 317. So I really need to focus on her mods as well. I'm so close to Count Dooku. He's first. And then once Count Dooku's done, after about 3 positive speed slices, and getting those last 2 to 6E, then I'm going to move over to Mara Jade. Arguably, she's way more important a character. She's awesome. So faster the better. I've seen some like 360 plus Mara Jades out there, and it makes a difference. It really does. But I've got some slicing to do. And then on tech, really, really want tech to be fast. I have him at 300 speed right now, which is good. Anything north of 300 is important. So goal is anything north of 300. Again, I have 2 that need to go to 6E, and then I have some slicing I can do. The 4 that you see there, the triangle or the arrow and the whole left side are maxed already. So I only have those 2 new mods to work on, but this one's already at 5 with a plus 24. This one's gold at 4 of 18. This one's gold at 4 of 17. And of course, this one's 32, won't ever change. This one's 16. It has the ability to pop 1 more time. And so probably 20. And then this one's at 17 with ability to pop 1 more time. So I can get around 10 more speed on him. It'd be really nice to have a 310 tech. That would be awesome. So that's kind of the goal that I'm shooting for with tech. I'm really against buying those packs, the $20 packs for an extra star. I think that's a total waste of money, but I haven't done that since I came back to the game, except for Iden. I did do that with Iden Versio. I have her GAC on me, Omicron. And so the more durable she is, the better, the more she hits, the better, all that kind of stuff. So I did do that one with her, but I'm going to wait on Second Sister. Yeah. And then for ships, of course, I'm done with everything. So just waiting on the TIE Interceptor, but that's going to take a long time because of where they're at with that. Other than that, we have a war. Let me see if there's any, and it's against a very difficult top 5 team. Looks like they're waiting on us, but it's in Cobra Ka. They're a top 5 team, so they're really good. And let's see what we're facing, what we're starting to destroy. Lord Vader's. Oh man, yeah. And so this Lord Vader team is the best Lord Vader comp that you can have. Thrawn and Maul. Well, Thrawn is going to prevent the cheese from happening with Kylo. And then Vader and Maul are going to get him to his ultimate real fast, and they can kill some characters. Vader is anti-Jedi Master Luke. It's a very anti-Jedi Master Luke team. It allows for him to go around and ability block all of the Jedi, preventing them to get to his ultimate because they can't do his ultimate ability if they're ability blocked. So it really slows down the JML counter. So the counters for this particular team are harder, especially because what we set on defense probably would be something we would desire to use for this one. Really the cleanest battle would be Jedi Master Kenobi versus this. Jedi Master Kenobi destroys this comp. I mean, utterly destroys this comp. Now, there are some other teams that are non-meta that are possible for this. I want to see those other battles just real quick. Single shots. So, yeah, single shots. Cool. So it looks like there's only one bad war or bad battle so far, and it's the one on the top, and it's already got 2. Oops. At the very top. So something went super south on that one. Not so good. So I'm going to check off of here in a minute. I'm going to do story time, and then I'm going to check off and start seeing what they need. I think this afternoon I'm going to go work out. Pretty excited about that. If you know me really well, you know that I was too injured for a long time to do some working out, but I've been doing physical therapy for the last year to a point where I feel comfortable enough going into the gym and exercising. So don't know where I'm at in arenas, 4 and 3. People don't care anymore at the main arena anyway. So let's do story time. Got to have the hat back. And let's move over to the chatting screen. Okay. So this is a pretty cool story. If you know me, you know me really well. And you know that I had a really, really, really close friend who was a helicopter pilot. Now, this is a sensitive story because if this story got leaked to a specific group of people, it would cause another group of people to have a nightmare in their life. And they've asked me to not talk about this scenario. So I got to be really careful in how I word all this. So if it ever did get leaked out, I could claim ignorance on it. Oh, wow. The background is pretty trashy on this. Let me see if I can fix that. Because that is... Wow, it's going to kind of fuzzle. There we go. I'd say that's way better. Okay, cool. I couldn't stand having the background all jankified. So, okay, so it's a sensitive subject, sensitive story. I've got to be careful in how I word this. But basically, I had a really, really, really close friend, and he was in the Army. He was a helicopter pilot. He was a Warrant Officer 3, almost a Warrant Officer 4, 21 of 22 years in. He was going to retire at 22 years, only had a year left. Came back home, spent an entire month with me. We did a bunch of fun stuff. And the reason why he asked me, he said, want to do kind of one of those bucket list trips with you. And I kind of said, why? And he said, well, because, if I pass away. I said, why would you talk like that? And he said, well, I've had this feeling I'm going to die in a helicopter crash. And I really just need to live my life, and do the most and see the people that care about me the most and stuff. And so he came back and we did a bucket list trip. It was super awesome, a very good experience. Unfortunately, what he foresaw did exactly happen. He did have a crash that November. That was July when he came back, and he died in a helicopter crash in November. And he talked a lot about it. He knew he was going to die and how he was going to die. And he actually died exactly how he said he was going to die. Sometimes you shouldn't speak those things into existence, so to speak, but it's like he knew. So, but we did a lot of bucket list things. One of them was we went to, Vegas for a bucket list trip in Vegas. There's a lot you can do in Vegas other than just gambling, like flying planes and things like that. And while we were there, there was a piece of jewelry. I'm not going to say what it was, but there was a piece of jewelry that he made me wear. He was like, man, you got to wear one. You got to wear one. And so he had me wear this piece of jewelry. And, when we were out, we were, having scotch and cigars, and we were in this really uppity place. Not really my cup of tea, but it was what he wanted to do. I was totally dressed in a suit and tie. He wanted me to do that as well. So trying to honor him as much as possible. So we're in a suit and tie, drinking scotch, having a cigar. And we went and bought really nice cigars from a cigar store. And we're sitting there enjoying it. And he said, if I die, because he was talking about it a lot, he said, if I die, I want you to keep this piece of jewelry forever to remind yourself of this very moment, the moment that we, had this evening and this dinner and all that. And the cool thing was, he didn't take his wife. I didn't take my wife. It was just the two of us enjoying some dude time, which was really, really awesome. And so fast forward, he dies. And when he passed away, his family, it didn't, like many times when many people die, it didn't go well with the family. The fighting, the backbiting, all that kind of stuff happened. And unfortunately, he was like a brother to me since, we were 10 years old. The family said, basically, I'm no longer part of the family. I like just out of the blue, and you were never a good friend to him and stuff. It's like, that's why he came and visited me for a month anyway. They, of course, asked me if there was anything of his that I wanted. And honestly, he had tons of stuff, like tons of really badass guns and, a ton of military paraphernalia that I would love to have. But I said, there's this one specific piece of jewelry that basically made me wear. And he said it would remind me of him, kind of thing. So it'd be honoring him and honoring me if you did that. But that's it, and that's all I would, think about, because it's got some sentimental value. So they proceeded to actually give that one item to another person, a random person, and I didn't know who they gave it to. And they didn't give me anything, which is fine. The physical objects are just that. I wanted something to think, him by, but I have my memories. So, right, I let it go. Haven't spoken to any of them since. Well, now fast forward, during that time, it's been 7 years now. 7 years. I think it's 7 years now. In November, it was 7, I believe. And I was trying to get new insurance this last year because my insurance rates, with teenage kids, it doubled. Went from like a couple grand a year to like $4,000 a year. And I'm like, no freaking way. I'm not paying $4,000 a year on insurance on cars we own. Like, this is insanity. It is Colorado, and sometimes our insurance rates are worse than others. But I went ahead and called a friend and said, hey, can you run my numbers, because he's in insurance sales. And he said, sure, I'll work it. Well, when I went and visited him, we got to talking about a lot of stuff, and we ended up talking about that situation with my friend and everything. And he said, interesting. He's like, I know a guy who actually got that. It was given to him, a piece of this jewelry specific. And I was like, really? He that random guy got it? And he was like, yeah, I actually heard the whole story and everything from that person. I was like, oh, okay, well, hopefully he's taking care of it. And then I let it go. And a couple weeks later, I got a private message on my phone from that individual that said, I heard this story from the friend of a friend, kind of, that we have as mutual friends. And I really want you to have it. It didn't mean anything to me when it was given to me. I didn't even know why I was receiving it. And I didn't know until this moment that it was meant to be, that I was to safe keep it until you could have it. And I want to give it to you. And so we reconnected, and he ended up giving it to me. And so now I have that piece of jewelry, and it's kind of cool because I can think about Brandon and stuff through it. It is just a piece of material, and material stuff means nothing, but it's the sentiment behind it that really means a lot. But it was just interesting after all these years that it was given to a person out of spite, and then we have to wait. And in that time, eventually it came to fruition anyway. Kind of his honoring Brandon happened in that situation. So I just, the takeaway from here is one, you shouldn't have material possessions that are above relationships. I don't, but it's important because you can get hung up like his family did on the items, and that can be destructive. It was very destructive for them. And two, all things, all good things come to those who wait, kind of thing. It was one of those things where I let go and let God, and it ended up coming back and working out to the way that Brandon would have desired it to be. So I was pretty excited about that, and it was good for my heart 7 years ago to let all that go and not absorb the offense, because when you take offense, it's really just poison that you drink. It's not something that somebody else gets hurt by. So you got to let go of those offenses. So anyway, I hope you guys have fun. I hope the story was a little bit inspiring and encouraging. And remember, if someone's offending you, just don't take the bait. Let it go, because you don't want to be the one drinking the poison. As always, I appreciate y'all coming on and hanging out. Keep your gaming on. Warrior out.